Hey all. Monkey Man. One of the best Stones tunes in my opinion. And one that we probably talked about on my channels more than any other Stones tune. Because there's still a lot of questions and still a lot of comments about it. Because people see the live videos of the Stones, and I found one after I got another question about it. Found one from 2003, I think it's 2003, Madison Square Garden, something like that, where they were playing it live, and the question always comes down to not just the tuning, I think that's kind of settled, but whether there's a capo or not, because in the live ones, Keith's not using a capo. So that's true, and the live ones he doesn't use a capo. On the studio one there is a capo, and there's one dead giveaway thing that tells you that on the studio he does have a capo, and in live he doesn't. And you can see in the live ones he doesn't have a capo on it. But you start it the same way whether you have a capo or not. And then it goes to Leave It Peanut Monkey and E. So you can hear him, he hits you clear as day, and you can see it if you want to visualize it. But you can hear clear as day, he's playing a low E. And he even does some licks in it. Right while he's doing it. And then, so it's back to the C sharp. I am just a monkey man. A, B. So then you go into the middle part where it kind of slows down and gets funky, and Keith rests up. That part. And then it goes into... You can hear he's definitely hitting a low E chord. Again, this is the live ones. A, then B, and then back to the thing. Now, that is how he's just doing it live. You can watch it, you can hear it. Easy enough. That's not what's on the record though, because you can tell clearly, just play them back to back, that when it's, instead of, you don't hear him hitting a low E note. It's impossible to hit a low E note when you're in capo at the second unless you tune this low E string down lower. But you do hear, you hear that all day long on that studio recording. The same riff in the same place. Now the only way to do that, and then in the middle part, that stuff in the middle, to suspend them like that, you got to do it with a capo. You got to have, their first position with a capo. Cowboy chords for A, D, and G. You have to do that. I mean, you guess you could. So it'll be here. No, that's not what he's doing. So, yes, live. You are correct, all you people out there who keep pointing it out. Keith plays it without a capo. On the studio, capo at 2. That's just the way it is. Agree or disagree, believe what you want. That's what's actually fact. Now, that also gets to the, as a lot of Keith and Stones fans know, that there aren't many things, very few, that I can think of, that Keith plays live on stage the same way he did it in the studio. And that's been the case for, gosh, for many years, That goes way back. Jumpin' Jack Flash. Never. I don't think he ever once played that on stage. Maybe at that NME thing, the poll winner thing, that there's no real record of. For the first time they would have done it live in '68. But I don't know that he's ever played that one from the very beginning, you know, the same way he would have done it. It's Only Rock and Roll, all of those, very different tunings, with capos, without capos. He just doesn't, Keith live performance are a completely different animal than what he would have done on stage. Monkey Man, good example. Hope that clears up some of the questions about it. But again, listen to them back to back. Listen to one of the live ones and watch it on YouTube and see for yourself what he's doing with a low E. And then put on the studio recording and play it yourself like he's doing live, and it ain't gonna sound the same. It'll sound the same key, the chords will be the same, but the fingerings and the embellishments and the things you can do with the chords will be very different, because you just cannot do them the same way. So hope that helps in terms of your Stones knowledge. Good luck.